Good day guys, welcome back to the King's Tutorial class. For today's video, we're looking at two questions which will bring an end to the equation series. Yeah, so for the first one is the very first question I had in the last video, which I treated. So for this, there's a little tweak, in the solution. Now after showing the tweak, I'll then allow you to solve the rest. Then move to number 2. So very quickly, let's see what we have. I have x to the power 4 minus 2x to the power 3 minus 6x squared minus 2x plus 1 all equals to 0. Now the int here is that what? V equals to x plus 1 over x. Now how do I solve this? The same thing, using my last method solution. How do I go about it? So I have to first square this, which gives me what? V squared all equals to what? X squared. In this case, plus 2 then plus 1 over x all squared. Yeah. So if you don't know how I got this, go to check my very first video or just square both sides here and get your answer. At this point, what do I now have? I will then reduce this with what? X squared. How does it become? So number 1, I have what? X to the power 2 minus 2x. I'm reducing all by x squared. Minus 6 minus 2 over x, then plus 1 over x squared equals to 0. At this point, what do I have? Let's bring them together. That's what? X squared plus 1 over x squared. Now remember, the idea is to conform this to resemble this, right? So I took this, I will bring this to it. This is minus 6. This is plus 2. So what I'll do is what? I'll write plus 2 down. Then what remains to give us minus 6? Minus 8. Alright? So minus 8 plus 2 will give us minus 6. So I have to split it like that so that I can get, what I'm looking for. So in this case, I've split minus 6 to what? Plus 2 minus 8. So let's write the remaining down. Minus 2x minus 2 over x. Over x, then minus 8 all equals to 0. So x squared, 1 over x squared, bring this to it. So remove 2 from minus 6. What remains? Minus 8. What do we have left? Minus 2x minus 2 over what? X. Now solving, this is what? This is v squared, right? Factorizing this, what do I have? Minus 2 comes out. What remains? X plus 1 over x, and then minus 8 all equals to 0. From here, this becomes what? V squared minus 2v minus 8 equals to 0. Now, using completing the square method to solve this, or I think that's what's going to work. So, whichever you use, when you get your answer, your x should be minus 1 twice. So you're going to have minus 1 appearing twice, and you should also have what? 2 plus or minus the square root of what? Of 3 when you solve it very well. So solve for v, then substitute v here to get the 2 values of x, the 4 values of x, Now for number 2, what do we have? Number 2 question, it is a quadratic simultaneous equation. So where the two equations are both quadratic. The idea is to say what? Let y to be equals to what? Mx. That's the formula I'm going to use here. So whenever you see any simultaneous quadratic equation, you have to use this formula to make your solution very easy. So let's start with that already. Now number 2, substituting, I have x squared plus what? Mx all squared. Have you? So that becomes what? M squared x squared all equals to what? 13. This is the equation 1. Then for number 2, I have what? X squared minus 3x into what? Mx. Alright? Then plus what? 2m squared x squared equals to what? 15. That's equation 2. At this point, I have what? 3mx squared. So that's mx squared. Okay, so at this point, what I'll now do is what? I'll factorize x squared out. from equation 1 and equation 2, and then I'll divide. So let's go. I'm going to have something like this. X squared comes out, or remains 1 plus what? M squared, all equals to 30, all over. X squared comes out, what remains? 1 minus 3m plus 2m squared, all equals to 15. At this point, what do we have? This cancels out, cross multiply. So I'm going to have what? 15 into what? 1 plus m squared. 1 plus what? M squared. Alright? All equals to what? 13 into 1 minus 3m plus 2m squared. 1 minus 3m plus 2m squared. So at this point, expand, subtract, then use quadratic method to solve for m, then apply it back into this equation, and here your answer. So what do I have? This becomes what? 15 plus what? 15m squared, all equals to what? 13 minus what? This is 39m, alright, plus what? 26m squared. Now let's take all this to the right and get our answer. So 15m squared comes to the right, all remains there, 11m squared. Then, okay, this is a constant. What's at the right already? Minus 39m. This comes here becomes what? Minus 2, all equals to 0. So let's confirm. So this becomes what? 11. Alright? This is a constant. This remains here, minus 39. And this comes here becomes what? Minus 2 equals to 0. At this point, we'll solve using quadratic equation. So, using completing square method, what do we have? Okay, so after solving, using completing square method or formula method, then what we're going to do is to substitute your value of m, your values of m, into either this equation or this equation, where you have x squared into this equals 13, or x squared into this equals 15. So from there, you get your values of what? X, and you are good to go. See you in my next video.